Welcome to eastcoastlqreviews. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Rate That Beer. So I'm going to be doing a kind of like a beer session style. So I do have 3 beers. So if you saw the thumbnail, you'd see the beers that I have set up. So I have a beer from Widowmaker Brewing. This is their Devil's Staircase, the Devil's Staircase. It's a New England IPA, clocking in at 5% alcohol by volume. Brewed and canned by Widowmaker Brewing, 220 Wood Road, Braintree, Mass. Maybe we'll have to look up some more information on that. And then I have Toppling Goliath Brewing Co. This is different than their regular Pseudo Soup. This is their double dry hop Pseudo Soup Pale Ale. This one is, where's the ABV? 5.8. And then we have a collab by Weldworks Brewing Co. and Mortalis Brewing Co. This is Parfaits Are Delicious. Probably the second beer we'll review. With granola pieces, vanilla, yogurt, raspberry, strawberry, and caramel syrup. So that sounds pretty good. It's got the good old Mortalis logo on the side. They're calling it a Imperial Sour Ale, I believe. I saw that somewhere. 8.6% alcohol by volume. It's got the Mortalis logo there. And I believe maybe that's the Weldworks logo. Yeah. Without further ado, let's start off the first beer review. All right. Let's get these back in the fridge so we can keep them cold. And I got 3 glasses over here already set up, so I don't have to go in the other room for some glassware. All right, the Devil's Staircase, New England IPA. This is canned 4/26/2023. It says Abandoned Hope, I believe it says. Well, they got a little QR code you can scan. Let's see if we can scan that. Pull that up. Pull it up on my phone. There's a really small QR code. Oh, went right to it. Okay. Just brings us to the website. It doesn't actually pull up the beer, which is a little weird. Typically, it'll bring you just to the beer. Let's see if it's on the website. Hidden murals. We got a lot of beers right now. Not seeing it. Oh, here we go. That looks a lot different than the one that I have, though. Yeah, it's a little bit different of a logo. Maybe they changed the logo. So it's a New England IPA, 5% ABV, with Citra and Matueka. Notes of peach, guava, and blood orange. Sounds pretty good. Got my Trillium snifter here. Let's pour it up. Check out the appearance. Today is 6/10, so this is about a week over a month old, so not bad. Let's pour it up. 5% ABV though, pretty low. Kind of getting towards like the session IPA range. I'm not really a big fan of that color. It's kind of got that dirty brown, golden orange look to it. Poured way too big of a head. Poured it way too aggressive. 3-finger. Kind of sudsy. Tight knit bubbles on the side though, holding some good retention. Nice looking head. Color of the beer doesn't really look that good. It's kind of got that somewhat oxidized look to it. So if it's not oxidized, go for the nose. I'm going to get through this foam here. You get a lot of peach and grapefruit. Peach, grapefruit, tangerine. A little bit of breadiness. There's actually a good amount of like malty sweetness, slight hop resin. It doesn't smell oxidized. It's just the color is definitely throwing me off. Definitely doesn't look the best. Head's sticking around for a while. It's actually creating a nice lacing though. Let's go for the taste. Cheers. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's oxidized. It's very light. What do they say? Um, Peach, guava, blood orange. Now, I'm not super familiar with blood orange, but it definitely is very citrusy. Yeah, that citrusy note is definitely the most prominent in this. The peach and the guava is pretty accurate. A little bit of like a somewhat berry candied like note on the back end. Yeah, it's got a big citrusy bite. It's pretty sweet. Not much of a malty sweetness like I thought it was going to be compared to the nose. But it finishes very sweet. It's got a nice hop resin finish. A little bit of that lingering floral aftertaste. Drink's a little bit bigger than a 5%, I will say. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, 5% ABV New England IPA. Not a super big fan. Usually, typically, if it's just like a single IPA, I like for it to be at least like 6.5. But super drinkable, very crushable. Kind of got like a candied melon note. Yeah, this is actually pretty dang good. Um, I've seen this a few times. I've been kind of avoiding it because of the ABV, but I will say I think it's a solid product. I do like it. It's very crushable, very drinkable. Um, the appearance of the beer definitely isn't the best. The head is more so what it's got going for as far as appearance. It's a unique flavor. I'm kind of getting like a, oh my gosh, excuse me, like a big lemon lime on the palate, like very citrusy lemon lime. It's almost like kind of reminds me of like a Sprite a little bit. The body of the beer, definitely on the thinner side, lighter side of medium, um, but more of a mouthfeel than you would expect as far as a 5% IPA. Um, Definitely drinks a lot more viscousy than your typical session IPA, I would say. Definitely getting still some of those flaked oats or wheat or whatever they're using in the beer. Has very nice spritzy carbonation as well, medium going towards high carbonation, which I'm really enjoying. Yeah, they did a pretty good job with this one, I will say. What was it? Citra Motueka? I think yeah, Citra Motueka. I think Mr. Dan from FLX Beer Reviews will probably really enjoy this because I know he's a big Motueka fan. Yeah, it's solid. Yeah, it keeps reminding me of like a Sprite, like a lemon lime soda. It's pretty good. Let's see if we can while I sip on this, maybe we'll pull up the website here. Considering it's just me. Um Widowmaker Brewing. And of course, I wanna enjoy the beer. So I don't want to slam through it too fast. But I do have 3 beers to review. So I'm hoping maybe I can go maybe like an hour, hour and a half. All right, well, there's the picture. Hot with Citra notes of peach, guava, blood orange. Yeah, here's what the website looks like. You share screen. All right, can you guys see that? Okay, 4-pack, the Devil's Staircase. Yeah, 1820 for a 4-pack. Definitely does not look like that in my glass. That's a way better looking beer than what I got in front of me. Mine is more of a dark brownish orange. Definitely not as super hop saturated. It's pretty hazy, I will say, but yeah, mine is like like I said, like a dirty brown, lemony orange color, and that's like super golden thick, like kind of looks like a treehouse beer. See what other beers they got. Um, oh, one second. Let me see if I can. Maybe we'll get some other people up here to do a review. I do have 3 beers to review, so it's going to be somewhat of a decent sized show. But let's see if maybe we can get some other people up here who want to present some beers, show off maybe some products that they're enjoying. Do HZ. All right, sorry about that. Okay, let's look at some of these. What is this? You click on them? You can't click on them? What's going on? Maybe we need to do that website review again. Order online. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, new menu. Ooh, they got a Kolsch. I like to enjoy that. 4.8% brewed with Weyermann Pilsner and hop with Hirschbrucker and Spalter. With citrus rind with a crisp balanced finish. I'd grab a 4-pack of that if I could, if I saw it. I only see their New England's. Blue Comet I've had before. Let's see if there's anything that stands out. Ooh, nice Kolsch glass, $10. I'd buy that. That's a nice. That's some nice glassware right there. You got some clothing. They only have 8 beers to go. Well, I mean, I guess it's common. I guess they got a 1 Kolsch and 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7 IPAs. Big IPA guys. But here's all their beers. I guess we can just look through them. Awesome can art, I will say. Cheers, Moby. What's up, man? I got the link in the back end if you're interested in doing a beer review. That's all they have right now? Let's go. All right, I'm confused. What was the thing that I scanned? Navigation through the website is a little difficult. They were showing way more beers on my phone, with my phone when I scan the QR code on my phone. So I don't know what's up with that. If we click on this, yeah, I don't know. All right, whatever. Guess I'll have my last thoughts. A rating on this one. Um, it's pretty good. It's very drinkable. Uh, if you're more of a fan of a citrusy New England IPA and you want a good amount of flavor but still very drinkable, I think you would enjoy this product. A couple things you might not enjoy. The mouthfeel is a little lackluster for a New England IPA on its own. Um, and if you're a juicy tropical fan, you probably would steer clear from this. But overall, I think they did a good job with this beer. I do enjoy it. I think it's kind of like middle range between, excuse me, just like a single IPA and a session IPA. Kind of has that mouthfeel going towards like a regular IPA, um, and going towards like a session IPA, kind of in between. Uh, I'm gonna go 87. It does have like a big lemon lime. Like, no, totally reminds me of Sprite. Super nice lacing. Although I wish the actual beer itself had a little bit better of a coloration to it. But overall, not a bad product. Would I buy it again? I'd probably buy a single can again. I got a single can for $4.49. I'd recommend a single can, just to try out. Probably wouldn't recommend a whole 4-pack. Like I said, you might be a little disappointed, but when you see they put 5% ABV right on the front of the label. It's not like they're hiding it on the side of the can or where you have to look for it, and then you get home and you're like, oh, 5% ABV, what the heck? They put it right on the front. So I do like that they did that, because I have purchased some beers where uh, they put it on the side of the can. You bring it home, it says New England IPA, and then you read it, and you're like 5%. I just spent almost $5 on a single can. That's only 5%. So, yeah, 87 out of 100 for sure. Definitely think that's a fair rating. So, I'm gonna finish this. I actually had a couple beers before this. I had a KCBC New England IPA. What was that? 6.9, and then I had a PBR while I was watching some videos. And yeah, I got this. Parfaits are delicious, so I'm going to be pouring this up in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, so it might be a solo show tonight. That's all right though. Just hanging out. This was kind of spontaneous. Kind of said last minute. Well, I actually said this morning that I was going to do rate that beer. But yeah, typically I haven't done this show in a long time. So yeah. Let's look up the next beer while I finish sipping on this. Does WeldWorks have a website? Oh no. WeldWorks.com. Okay, I found it. Here's on tap, kitchen menu. Hold on, dial in beer. Visit us. Excuse me. So they don't have an actual oh, the juicy bits. I've seen that. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Beer menu. This is all the on tap beers. Guessing they don't have a website. Oh, order to go. Let's see if it's over there. Cheers, Sunfish. Thanks for stopping by, man. All right, here is their website. Juicy Bits. I've seen that. I don't know if I bought a can of that. I feel like I have. But I'm not positive. See if we can find the Parfait one. No Parfait one. You know what I want to do actually? I want to look up. We can go back to this. I want to look up what the Devil's Staircase looks like on Untapped, and I want to see if my beer looks the same as other people's. Okay, hold on, that is. All right, we can see that, right? Oh, not that one. That is not what my beer looks like. That must be on draft. That is not what my beer looks like at all. That's like hazy straw color. That's what my beer looks like. My beer looks like that. You know the pictures? Yeah. These are way lighter. I wonder if there was some type of slight oxidization for my beer, but it's just not noticeable in flavor. I don't know. That would be weird. Because it doesn't taste like a beer that has been oxidized. See, like that looks way better than the beer that I have. That also could be the lighting. See, like some of these pictures are hard to tell. It could be the lighting, but no, yeah, that's definitely not what my beer looks like. It doesn't taste bad though. I like the beer that's in front of me. Like I said, I gave it an 87, but that looks way brighter and more lemony than the beer that I'm drinking on. That's just a little odd. I've seen that sometimes. That's kind of what my beer looks like. See, maybe it's the lighting thing. That's probably what everyone else's beer looks like. I mean, when you stick a light up to the side of it, maybe it looks like the other guys. No, mine's still kind of like dirty brown, dirty brown, lemony orange. Love citrus beer. Yeah, this beer is very citrusy. It was definitely more your citrusy New England IPA. Pretty good. Not a bad beer for sure. We'll stick this back here. Then we'll finish this. I think I've had blood orange a few times. Maybe that is kind of accurate. Blood orange. It still reminds me of like lemon lime though. All right. So, Spigalo. It's kind of like it's the Spigalo wheat beer glass, but I pour all my fruited sours in it. This is Parfaits are delicious. An Imperial Sour Ale. This is a collab from Weldworks Brewing Co. and Mortalis Brewing Co. Excuse me. It says with granola pieces, vanilla, yogurt, raspberry, strawberry, and caramel syrup. The granola pieces I feel like I'm not gonna notice, but the caramel syrup is very interesting. This is a Mortalis collab, but it's brewed by Weldworks. Mortalis makes great stuff. I don't know if I've had a fruited sour by Weldworks, so I couldn't tell you. 8.6% alcohol by volume. Tim Gone, 316.23 on the bottom there. Oh, we got Bumpy in the house. What's up, Bumpy?
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, I don't have a lot for like super crafty stuff right now, but
That's all right.
yeah, I
You
figured
want
I'll
to do?
start off with something light.
Yeah, you can do a review if you want. I was gonna do my second one, but honestly, I could definitely use the time to sit and just kind of.
Yeah, I'll do my first one and then I can grab the
Yeah.
second one too. Grab something different. They're both kind of light beers, but I had been drinking on the Polliner, but I picked up some Weißstefaner Hefeweiss beer. One of the oldest breweries, I will say, because they say they're the oldest, but there's like 4 or 5 breweries in Germany that claim to be the oldest brewery and the best breweries. So.
I like Weißstefaner.
I'm going to turn this upside down for a little bit, pick some dog hairs off the bottom, just to kind of let it roll around, get the sediment, the yeast cake that was probably on there. Store dark and keep cool, 46 to 52 degrees. Well, mine's definitely more closer to like 38 degrees. Pouring it into the Sam Adams Perfect Pint. It is called the Perfect Pint because it has the shape. Let me see if I can remember the whole. When I went on the tour, they told us about the Perfect Pint. It gives you a dainty area right here to kind of hold the beer, so you're not cupping the beer in your hand, warming it up. That allows you to kind of just hold it, and it's not going to warm up most of the beer. I'm trying to do my best Sam Cock voice too, and Jim Cock, that's what. And yeah, it also has this opening. See how it flowers out? That allows for it to trap the aromas, but then let them come out at your nose. You go in, and I get a lot of wheat and clove action with a slight banana. It's a very clovey banana, but more on the clove side. It's not even a Sam Adams beer. I don't know why. Yeah. I could see actually if you put a little black pepper in this, it would go really well. Something else about the Perfect Pint. It does have etching around the lip of the glass, which helps if you pour a beer that has a heavy foamy head. It helps to break it down to keep it from overflowing. It also has etching in the bottom, which is supposed to make an imperfection, which is supposed to allow the carbonation bubbles to kind of stream up through the center and avoid sticking to the sides of the glass. It's doing an okay job. So there you go. Yeah, it's got that head on it. It's kind of a sudsy, slightly frothy white head. It's a dirty yellow and orange coloration. I already mentioned the aromas. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Isn't it supposed to be like helpful when you pour it too, so it doesn't build too much of a head or something?
Yeah, that thing keeps the head from kind of sometimes you can break that if you pour it like Alex used to. Yeah, it's a very kind of bready wheat forward, lots of clove, little hidden banana. There's almost like a kind of nuttiness to this one too. It's not bad. It's 5.4% ABV. Definitely a back porch crusher during the summertime, the fall, the spring, whenever. You can even drink them in the winter if you want. But yeah, it's low ABV. It's kind of got a light medium body, medium effervescence to it. It's refreshing. It's got a crispness. It does dry off on the palate, but just has a refreshing flavor.
Nice.
That's why it's been around for so damn long.
Yeah, really. I love Weißstefaner. Dude, I've been really enjoying the import section. I've actually kind of like not gotten sick, but I've just kind of gotten bored of walking through like all the. So I have a store that I frequently go to.
Mm.
I've kind of gotten bored of just like they have a lot of the same stuff. I haven't really been seeing new stuff. So I've just been really enjoying the import section. I've been just buying a lot of like just random import beers. Like I had that Tint Meadow, which was the English Trappist ale. It's like a strong ale, and then I had another one from Sue's Brewing or whatever the hell it was. A beer man.
Sloop.
No, not Sloop. It was something like that. Do you want me to come back to you for your last thoughts afterwards?
Yeah.
So you can sit and sip on it for a little bit longer?
Yeah. I mean, I already knew I liked the damn beer.
Yeah. Well, I can kind of sit and think about a rating, give you a little bit to kind of think about it. Yeah, I'll pour this up. No, it was that the Black Abbot, the beer that I had for Beer Man's All Spun Out. No, not Black Sabbath. Look it up. Oh, is it? No. Royal Stout, something like that. Black Albert, sorry. Struce Brewing. You ever had something from them?
No, I've never had anything from Stroof.
Struce.
Struce, like a toaster streusel.
Yeah, like toaster streusel. The Struce Brewers, they're out of
Yeah.
the Struce, they're out of Belgium.
Yeah, no, I have had stuff from them. Yeah. I call it the shoots.
The Shoots. Isn't there a Deschutes?
I think so. That's what confused me.
Yeah.
There is a Deschutes are they in like Oregon or something like that, or California?
Something is that not
this firecrackers going off?
the Deschutes Brewery? Yeah, they're out of Oregon. Also, Beer Man's probably had them a few times.
Origami.
Yes,
Kobe's coming up because the fireworks are going off. He's scared.
Why are they setting off fireworks?
I don't know. It's the area I live in. They just randomly do stuff. Come on, you're fine, buddy.
So yeah, this is it's got like a I think that's a donkey. But he's like outlined in the stars.
Yeah.
So
this is Jackass.
Yeah, Jackass. Yeah, exactly. This is WeldWorks Spoon Alice, $5.45 for a single can. Granola pieces, vanilla, yogurt, raspberry, strawberry, and caramel syrup. Pretty interesting. It's brewed by WeldWorks though, so I don't have I can already tell. I was gonna say I have a big feeling it's not gonna be your super gloopy gloppy. Yeah, it's definitely pouring like a Berliner Weiss kind of. Yeah, that is very clear. It's like a pinkish, orange, slight haze. Super big. I poured way too big of it again. 4-finger white head on top. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected it to look like. That's a little disappointing. It's an Imperial Sour Ale too, 8.6% nose. It smells really good though. Oh, it smells like a thick fruited sour. Yeah, I get a lot of the vanilla and the yogurt. The caramel syrup, I think that kind of just adds to the sweetness. More raspberry than strawberry. Definitely not getting granola. That was kind of like that thing that Joe from Beer Tuber Palooza was telling us about, where it's like they'll add graham cracker to be like, oh, it's got graham cracker, but really it doesn't really.
Oh yeah, that was Joe, not the Bear Patrol Joe. That was the other Joe. Yeah,
the other one. Yeah,
the brewer.
Remember he was saying how like graham cracker, pretty much people put it in there to be like, oh, it's got graham cracker, but it really doesn't do it.
But you really don't taste any graham cracker.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
really.
then he told me that his beer had graham cracker. I'm like, yeah, I tasted graham cracker. And he kind of looked at me funny. It's like, no, I actually tasted it.
Oh God, this guy actually got it. Oh wait, no, yeah, this is different. I can kind of smell the granola. Oh, it's weird. What is it reminding me of? It's reminding me of maybe it kind of smells like maybe like a protein bar. It's kind of weird.
A protein bar?
Yeah, so it's got granola, vanilla, yogurt, raspberry, strawberry, and caramel. So it's kind of like one of those like protein bars. Oh, the granola is actually really coming out on this. All right, well, I'm gonna dive in and try it out. I don't think it's gonna be too thick. It looks very thin. I feel like it's gonna be wicked sour though.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, believe it or not, it's not that sour. It's actually very sweet. That's actually really good. It got the flavor of a fruited sour, like a thick fruited sour, minus that intense viscosity where it's like you're sucking down sludge. The granola actually comes out very prominent, and the caramel syrup comes out very prominent. It's got a little bit of a sour aspect. I'm guessing that's kind of from that yogurt. It's kind of like it's got like the acidity of when you're eating yogurt, like not overly sour, but enough sweetness to balance out kind of that sour aspect. Strawberry, I feel like, is a little bit more prominent than raspberry. Oh, they're calling it a parfait.
Mm.
I guess, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because you got the layers.
Yeah, that's actually really good. For somebody who was like wants this to be this heavily thick fruited sour, they might be disappointed. But for somebody who's just in it for the flavor, this is actually really good. It's not overly sour, uh, which I think is a plus in my opinion. Some people might not like that, but I think they actually. But it's funny though because I don't typically have parfaits with caramel syrup.
You usually do chocolate.
No, I just don't usually have like any type of.
Oh, yeah, I usually do it with butterscotch if I was going to have a parfait.
Oh, okay, so I'm used to buying like to go pre-made parfaits, and they typically don't have any type of syrup.
Oh yeah, if you go to like one of the Dairy Queen does them.
Oh, okay, they'll put syrup on them.
Yeah, you can build it any way you want. Yeah, the chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, caramel, butterscotch, nuts. Put nuts on top.
Yeah, I love Dairy Queen. This is actually pretty good. This is out of Colorado. These guys, the WeldWorks. That's solid. I was a little disappointed. I mean, you stick Mortalis's label on the front, and it's like it might be okay because it's Mortalis. I was expecting it to be super thick because it's the Mortalis collab, but yeah, it's solid. I definitely really enjoy it. I think it's a good beer. I'm kind of actually glad it's because I have another beer that I was gonna do a review on, so I'm kind of glad that it's not like this super thick beer that's gonna like completely make me bloated.
Right.
I just had a cheeseburger with a giant like potato bun.
Yeah, I just hung out with John this past week, and
Oh really?
yeah, it wasn't the beer. He put some of the reviews up. It wasn't like the beer that amazingly because we had like it poured like used motor oil, one of the stouts that we had, and it didn't build a head at all. And it looked like it was going to be super thick, but it wasn't like so thick that it was like, oh,
Yeah.
It still had this, it still kind of drank like it was a stout. It was an Imperial barrel aged stout and everything. And, but yeah, I was full because I I ate like a pig because
A lot of food, yeah.
we went to this place and I was just like, oh, I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to try this. I left there pretty bloated. So that sucked. Because trying to drink beer when you're bloated sucks.
Oh, I know. Was that in Mass?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it drinking New England IPAs with food. I tried it today and I was like stopped for a second and I was like, oh my gosh, this is super filling.
Mm.
It's cool to
Now when I
see.
think back on things, it's like, it's like, yeah, I would have been good with a salad or something,
Yeah, right.
But it was like they had like
Yeah.
and a sloppy Joe taco.
Well, that sounds
I'm like, I gotta try a sloppy Joe taco. So I ordered just one, thinking, it's gonna be a little taco. Oh, no, this was like full on. Like you could not even close the soft taco shell.
they made it extra sloppy for you.
It was amazingly, it didn't slop out, but it was because I held it in pretty good. But yeah, it was like eating a full sloppy Joe sandwich. That's how much they put in. I mean, like a homemade sloppy Joe. No one, when you just load up your sandwich and you're just like, yeah, where's my sloppy Joe? So here I am thinking it's gonna be a little taco, and it's not. It was like, wow, I would have been good with just the taco.
Yeah,
but
right.
I also ordered a chicken sandwich with fries.
Oh no!
It had like this kind of like house-made mac sauce on it and pickles.
Hey,
and,
you probably should have asked them how big it was before.
Yeah. Plus, we had chicken wings before that. Habanero chicken wings with a honey drizzle. They were hot. They were very hot.
What place was that?
It's called Mac and something. It's right down the road from where Kate lives. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And plus took a pizza to go.
Oh my god! Holy crap! You guys must have been freaking
Sitting there the whole night, like, oh
yeah, food coma. One thing I didn't mention about this beer, dude, it was 8.6%. That's crazy. Like, I've said before how like you don't really notice the ABV in fruited sours, but this is like it's almost non-existent. It's almost like if you handed this to somebody, you could have just told them it was just like a really good smoothie or something.
Right.
Whether you would ever know that there was alcohol in this. Yeah, it's super dangerous. Pretty good though.
It better be.
$5.45 a single can, yeah. Well, that's kind of the aspect. Nowadays, it's like if you buy a fruited sour for less than $6, it's like typically you're going to get something that's kind of thin because the puree is super expensive, which is why Drecker is. I don't think people realize how cheap
fruit puree is really expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
To buy it as a home brewer, it's about anywhere from $60 to $80 a can.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I feel like Drecker is definitely like the best deal as far as fruited sours because you can get those for like $22 for a 4-pack, and they are the super thick.
Yeah. Branch and Blade here in New Hampshire used to be really good. They, you had the I Just Want to Be Puree.
Yeah.
The prices used to be good. They used to be down in that $16, $17 range. Now they're up there in the $28 range for a 4-pack. It's stupid. I stopped buying. Well, I got tired of the fruited sours for one thing, but I saw the price tags and I'm like, no way. No way.
I paid $8 for that single can though.
Yeah.
At the Packy.
That's when their prices started going up, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because for the longest time when we weren't getting like 450 North or anything else around this area, then they came out with that. It was get them for like $16, $17 a 4-pack.
Maybe it was a trial.
The same type of. Holy crap! That is a big ass fly.
Well, maybe it was a popularity thing where it was like they realized how popular things were getting, so they were like, "Oh yeah, let's." Let's mark it up.
Or maybe that's what it was kind of that like hook and bait thing.
Yeah, which is funny too.
The low price, you like their stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, here's the actual price.
450 North is like $30-something a 4-pack, and they're not even that good.
Yeah, Drecker I think is way better than 450 North.
Oh yeah, definitely. And they put all this different stuff in it, and it typically never even tastes like what they're telling you it's supposed to be in there. Mortalis is good, but Mortalis is expensive too.
That is a huge fly. Oh my god! I hope it didn't go in my pant leg.
Oh no!
I hit it with my hand.
He attacked by a fly.
I don't know where the hell it went.
He's like, abort. We're gonna get out of here, man. Or he's just on the floor or something.
Well, that's what I'm. Well, no, I mean, we got a white floor. I'm looking. Could be in my shoes, which are black. The thing was like pinging off everything, though. It's huge.
Oh, no.
It's like the size of a horsefly, so I'm hoping it's not a horsefly because
yeah, those are creepy.
Don't need that thing in here biting me.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Or it could just be a fly that was eating Kobe's poops, so it got really big, right, Kobe? You talk about my poops live on here. Get the fly. Do something. Where's the fly? Oh, I hear it. All right, I'm going to go fly swatter.
I'm going to rate this. So, for the parfaits are delicious. This is really good. I'm going to go... I do kind of wish it had a little bit more of a viscosity to it. But overall, I think they did a really good job with this. 8.6%, super unnoticeable. $5.40 for a single can. I'm going to go 95. Super unique. I haven't had a fruited sour that tasted like this. I would go... So I'm going to go 95 on... the parfaits are delicious. If it had a little bit more of a mouthfeel, a little bit more of a viscosity, I would have gave it like a 97, 98. It's really good. The flavor that you're getting off of this is phenomenal. Can art's pretty cool. You like to see the Mortalis collab. Mortalis did a good job with WeldWorks. WeldWorks did a great job. And who knows, maybe if it was too thick, then it would kind of throw you off. But yeah, I think they did a great job with this beer. So, just that. And cheers, Luke John. What's up, man? Puppy's still on the fly hunt.
Yeah, I saw it. It's just one of those. It's one of those green crap flies.
Oh.
So it has been eating Kobe's poop. That's why it's so big. Now that I got the swatter, though, I can't find the damn thing. I heard it. Where are you? Sadie, you should get the fly, too.
I don't know what's going on with John. He's on the hunt. Yo, this beer is really good.
Where are you? I hear you. Oh, there he is. He's upside down. Oh, he was just upside down. So I hit him somehow.
This is a different aspect of the show.
He was laying upside down on my desk. Oh, he's upside down again. Got him. Just so you guys don't think I'm nuts. Shove them underneath my computer.
Now we have Flyman.
All right.
You ready to rate your beer?
Yeah.
Well, you can rate that and then review another one if you want.
Yeah. I found this Kelson in here. So, for the West Stefana, the Weiss Stefana, Hefe Weisswehr, I'm going to go on my 50-point scale. And I'll give it a 46.5 out of 50. Puts it in the excellent range. I like Polliner. Polliner is probably one of my favorite Hefeweizen brews.
Yeah, I really like Polliner too.
Yeah, so that's what I'll rate it.
Nice.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, you can get those in those. You can get those in those, like, what are those? Like 500 ml bottle? No, not 500 ml. What's the decent sized bottles you can get the Weißstephaner stuff?
The Weißstephaner's in the, I think it's a,
maybe like a 20 ounce or something. You know,
they're like 9. I think they're 19. Yeah,
something like that. Maybe 20. I don't know. But you can get a bigger bottle, and they're only like $3 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Or you can get a 6-pack for $13.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Or you can buy the Polliners. You can buy those in 6-packs too. But you can also get the Polliner. They have the 12 mix pack out all the time. At least around me they do. Which you can get the Hefeweizen, you get the Munich Dunkel, or the Munich Lager, the Oktoberfest, and the Pollinator. Whatever. It's their Doppelbock.
Oh, okay.
The Salvador. Salvador.
Oh, yeah. The Pollinator. How much do you pay for that?
For what?
The one you were just saying, the variety pack. How much does the variety pack cost?
Oh, the variety pack around here is $16.99.
Oh, that's really good, huh?
For a 12-pack, yeah.
That's a solid deal.
Well, considering I paid $12.99 for a 6-pack of this
yeah,
to get Polliner for another like
couple bucks.
What, like $5 more you get?
Yeah. You pay tax on beer over there?
No.
Oh, that's nice.
The price is what the price is.
That's nice.
I'm about to open up this one. This one comes from a brewery called Kelson. They're out of Londonderry, New Hampshire.
That's cool.
Fans of like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that would really dig their can art lists. All the things like that.
World of Warcraft dwarf on the
front. Yeah. It's the Paradigm Brown Ale.
Nice.
And it's an American brown ale.
Decent price.
And when you think of a brown ale, what do you think of?
What do you mean?
Well, it's brown, but the ABV wise.
Oh, I just saw it, which is why I don't like 6.5, maybe.
Yeah, it's a 7%er.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, most of the time you're gonna find browns in like the 4
really?
4.5. Yeah, 4.5 to 5.5 range.
5.5, yeah. I thought browns were higher. My thing.
No. And they're nice. It's always good to have a nice brown once in a while. I think out of all the English style brews, I think bitters and browns are probably my favorites.
Oh, Maduro Brown, Cigar City, 5.5. Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were higher ABV for some reason.
No.
No.
So yeah, pours with a nice kind of rocky, soap sudsy head, kind of khaki color, and the beer color itself is a brown. It's got a nice brown caramel hues running through the bottom, and yeah, it looks almost amber-esque. It's like an amber brown.
So, would that be considered an Imperial Brown? Is there an actual thing?
Probably getting close to it.
Is that an actual style?
Imperial brown?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, they have Imperial Pilsners.
yeah, exactly.
What do they consider though? Like anything like 7.5%, something like that?
Yeah, that would be like a malt liquor.
Yeah. Most of them do taste like a malt liquor. It's going to be okay, Cobes. It's going to be okay. Just say yes to the dress.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's nice brown. It's got a slight breadiness, a brown breadiness. Fruit aromas. A little nuttiness. Kobe. Stop hitting the mouse. Stop it.
Watch, he just kicks you from stream.
He's gonna like shut this thing off.
He presses leave studio.
He's like yeah, it's nice. It's got a good mix. It's fruity and
What's the name of that company again?
Kelson.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Yeah, if you're ever up in this neck of woods again, we'll have to head there. They got pizzas and stuff. Pretty good pizzas. I think they may be brick oven pizza. Small joint, very small place, but they have some decent beers.
Oh yeah, they're totally like World of Warcraft, Dungeon and Dragons,
Yeah.
kind of medieval.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's highly recommend it. Paradigm Brown, if you're looking for a nice brown ale, I think it's probably one of the better ones here in New Hampshire. I mean, we have what the hell is it called? Pig's Ear and Double Pig's Ear.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah.
The Double Pig's Ear is an Imperial one as well. I think that one's closer to 8%. That's Woodstock, I believe. Woodstock Inn that does that one. A few other brown ales that are made around here, but this is probably one of the better ones. Old Brown Dog from Smutty Nose, though, that's tops. Love that beer. But that's one of those low ABV. That's 5%.
I don't know if am I in that? I just looked up Old Brown Dog. Just a bunch of dog pictures came up. I don't know if I've had that one. Six and a half.
What's 6.5?
The one you just said, Old Brown Dog.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while.
There's a higher ABV one then, huh?
Maybe we just do browns higher. I don't know.
Probably. Is that the?
We do have quite a few browns. I mean, it's like one of those styles you don't see a lot of.
Is that an American style?
Yeah. Well, there's an American brown. There's an English brown. Brown started in England.
Oh, okay, but there's not like a Germanic brown. No. Right.
I mean, you could easily do that. You just have to use Germanic hops.
That would be a cool idea. Maybe that's a beer to brew one day.
Yeah. Almost any note you want to go with it too goes. If you want it to be a citrusy type brown ale, that works. You can do brown IPAs as well. Dogfish Head did that. They had a fantastic brown IPA. I think they discontinued it.
Really?
Yeah, so you can have them really hoppy. You can have them more malt forward, low ABV, higher ABV. It's got that they just got that kind of like, they're not too dark and they're not too light. They got that brown bread note. They might have a little bit of biscuity notes, but they don't really go like full on like stout, like chocolatey and burnt and coffee notes. There's none of that in there. But you still get kind of like the lighter kind of like, just bready, still bready, even though it's like a brown bread. It's not like toasted typically. So a lot of different hops work with it.
I had that maple brown ale from Tilted Barn.
Yeah.
That was really good, dude. I still got a can I got to do a review on. But really, really good.
Very, very good.
So you're sipping on that. I got to use the bathroom really quick.
No, they're all going to laugh at you.
I'll be right back. 1 sec. And then I'm gonna review one more. I don't know.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
This will probably be my last one.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to be in bed by 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I was in bed by 9 last night. I slept pretty good. I caught up on some sleep, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, I think I went to bed around like 9:30 maybe.
Yeah. And cheers, Luke. John, are you back from the bathroom yet? Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know, don't you know it's up by time. Do you hear that beat is bumping? Play this song. Oh, a place to stay. Get your booty on the porch tonight. Make my day. Cheers, Cheech. Got a brown ale. Finished off a whiskey earlier. Had the Heaven's Door. It's almost gone. If you haven't had this one, I'm sure you have, but I recommend it.
Cheers, Cheech. What's up, man? All right. I also have a single can of this, which I don't know the date of.
A single can of whoop ass. When did you pick it up?
Today.
It's probably fine.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, I haven't had too many problems with Modest Man, like tasting like it's old and oxidized. So I've had beers that I just don't like from them.
Yeah, it's probably been there for maybe like a month and a half.
Yeah. It's probably one of their most popular beers, so I think they brew it a lot.
I wish they would just put a friggin' date on it. That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. This is from Toppling Goliath Brewing Co.
Which one?
This is their this isn't Pseudo Sue. This is their double dry hop Pseudo Sue. Pale ale. $4.95 single can.
Is it a silver can or a gold can?
Silver.
Okay. So it looks kind of gold, I think, with all the light and everything.
Yeah, probably. 5.8% alcohol by volume. This double dry hopped pale ale showcases citra hop for a well balanced beer that is delicate in body. The mild bitterness in the finish, ferocious aromas of citrus and mango gives a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite. Unfiltered beer. Sediment is normal. Decora, what is it? IA. Is that Iowa or Indiana?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Idaho.
I always get the two confused.
It was Idaho ID.
I see it now. I have to look it up. I think it's Iowa.
Because I think Iowa IW.
Decora, Iowa. IA.
Oh, IA is okay.
Yeah.
What's Idaho? Is that ID?
What is the abbreviation for Idaho? Is that where?
It's just a giant potato.
What happened? ID.
Okay. I was right then. I did mention ID.
And what's Indiana?
IN.
That's weird.
In Maine is me.
Really?
Yeah, ME.
That's weird. Who chooses who chooses this?
I think they were chosen a long, long time ago. All the choosing has been done.
Well, we already gave this one, so let's give it this. But that doesn't make sense. Rhode Island is like RI. New Hampshire's NH.
Yeah. New York's NY.
NY, yeah. It's like $5 for a can of this.
New Orleans is NO.
Yeah. Is it really?
Just say no.
Oh. Is it really NO?
Well, it's Louisiana, so whatever Louisiana's is.
Oh. LA? No, that's Los Angeles.
Yeah.
LI.
LU, I think.
Yeah, probably. Which makes absolutely no sense.
Louis.
$5 for a single can of this. That's pretty expensive. I don't know what a 4-pack of this would go for normally. Well, this guy's charging almost $20. Pours a hazy straw color, super sudsy. That is like almost like dish soap bubbly. Let me blow myself. Yeah.
You putting me up again?
Look at that. Kind of looks like you washed the dishes. Super sudsy, rocky. Look at it.
Yeah, that's more, yeah.
Decent clarity through it, though. I mean, not decent clarity. Pretty much no clarity. Decent haziness, I would say. Yeah, looks not bad. Nose?
Cheers. We're sniffers.
Sniffers. It's almost on the it's very citrusy. It's like on edge of being so citrusy. It's almost at that like pine sol, but it's more just like piney citrus. So like orange, grapefruit, lemon with that piney hop resin. Doesn't smell chemically, but it's like on the verge of smelling chemically. A little bit of pineapple in there, peach, some malty sweetness. Now, let me ask you, because you probably know, you're probably better with this than I am. What's the difference between double dry hop and just like a regular? To just give it more of a hoppy, hop resin kind of aspect to it? Or?
Yeah, so like a regular dry hopping would be just a single dry hopping. They'd probably hop it like maybe during or after high krausen, which is after the yeast gets to its most active point. It creates a lot of foam. The double dry hopping is they're going to hop it again maybe days later. So you might hop it like 4 or 5 days in the fermentation and then hop it again like 7 or 8 days in the fermentation.
Okay. Now, does that add to more of an aroma?
It's supposed to help with more aromas because they're fresher.
Yeah.
And it will also have different aromas too because you're doing it at a different time during the fermentation.
Now that would be cool to actually compare this to like the regular pseudo too, because they have the two cans side by side in the single can cooler, and where I bought this from. So that would be cool to buy like the regular and the double dry hop, because I'm sure it's kind of hard to tell the difference when you're just sitting here nosing it, you know. But overall, does it smell bad? Let me dive in. Cheers. What's the ABV?
Sure.
5.8. 5.8. $327.23. So about what's that, like 2 months, maybe like a week, couple weeks. It's definitely more piney. It's got a little bit of that like piney hop resin, citrusy, grapefruit, lemony aspect. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like bitter, but it's kind of got like a grassy like finish. Pineapple, lemon. It's actually a lot thinner. It's very drinkable. Kind of light on the carbonation though. I could definitely use some carbonation. For some reason it's got a little bit of like a hop burn, which is weird. It's over like 2 months old. It's not bad. It's kind of lackluster as far as like the palate. It's very pineapple-y and citrusy. But yeah, you kind of get like that like green burn on the back end, which is weird for something that's over 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad, but it's not something that I would probably buy again, personally. I think I like the regular pseudo stew a little bit more. Maybe they pulled this a little too sooner, a little too fast. I don't know. I've had some toppling Goliath beers that I wasn't really a big fan of. It kind of was the same aspect. I had that Fire Skull's Money, and it tasted like chemically, like that Pine Sol, like floral, like cleaner. Yeah, this is, I don't know. Maybe it's kind of that. I don't know. Toppling Goliath, their King Sue, regular pseudo Sue was really good. Some of their like newer style beers, like some of their newer releases, they just really haven't been doing it for me. I had an Oktoberfest by them that was pretty good, but they've also probably been brewing that for a while. But I've noticed like their old school stuff is really good, but the stuff that they're just kind of like out of the blue dropping, it hasn't really been the best. It's kind of all tasted like kind of chemically and pulled too soon, and I don't know what's going on because I know for the most part, you look at Beer Advocate, Untapped, these guys got a lot of rep for brewing some good stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's not bad. I'll be able to drink the rest of it, but I can kind of see it's like on the verge of being that kind of aspect that I don't like the Fire Skull's Money. I don't know what's going on.
I've liked like kind of their pseudo Sue series for the most part, but I have had some of their other ones. There was like some witch one that they had. I don't
You
know.
had
That was
this?
kind of weird. Uh, I don't know if I may have had that one. I've had quite a few of them. The pseudo Sue, King Sue. I haven't had the one where he was dressed in the dancing white suit like you had, but
Dancing Dino or whatever?
I had a different one though. I can't remember. It was some type. It was a King Sue, but it was. I'm not sure if it was a collaboration done with somebody else.
Probably it was the EQ collab.
Possibly.
Yeah. What was the name of that? I reviewed it on my channel. So, King Al. Is that the one you're talking about?
Maybe.
King Al. It
I
was
think I had a triple one that was King Sue, but it was triple. It wasn't. It was Seismic Sue.
That's what it was called.
Yeah, that was all right. Wasn't my favorite triple IPA.
Oh yeah. That's the one that comes in like a bigger style bottle sometimes, right?
I don't. I got it in a can.
You got it in a can. Yeah, I've seen them in the. I think it's like almost a 20-ounce bottle. Goes for like $10 or something like that. Maybe like $8. Yeah, I've seen that, but then I looked at the date and I was like, ah, almost. You like that though? The seismic suit?
It wasn't my favorite triple IPA, but I think it was pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. It's like kind of chemically. Which is funny too, because I thought that this one was going to be the best of the three. Because I really like Pseudo-Sue. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just my personal opinion on Toppling Goliath, but I haven't been a big fan of what they've been putting out lately. I don't know what's going on over there, but maybe I don't know, maybe they're pulling their beers too fast. Maybe they're not putting enough malts to cut through the sweetness. I mean, to cut through the bitterness or that piney aspect. It's not a bad beer. Just kind of gives off that like chemically citrus aspect.
Hmm.
If I was a number, I'd go like 82, maybe like a B minus. I could still drink it, but it does kind of bring me back to that. It's definitely a lot better than the Fire Skulls of Money. I don't know what the hell I rated that, but did you rate the beer that you had?
No, I'd give it a 44 out of 50 though. I think it's very good
That's not
for
bad.
brown ale.
I like brown ale. Have you ever brewed a brown ale?
Yes,
You did.
I did. It was a nut brown ale, and I called it. How was it called? Bumpy nut brown ale, something like that. Bumpy dump nut brown ale. That's what it was.
That's cool. You should do a maple brown ale.
It was a collaboration kind of with Thrash. We kind of put our heads together to kind of create kind of almost like a base.
Just a recipe.
And then we just kind of went our own ways with like how we're gonna do the nuts or get the nuts in. So
yeah.
Cool. His probably turned out better than mine. Mine wasn't very good.
I like to get like one of those barrel aged maple syrups and then like kind of interpret that into a brew. I think that would be cool. Cheers, Sam. What's up, bro? How you doing tonight?
Doing grand-tastic, like, you know.
Yeah, so we'll probably go till 9:30. Um. So you're not doing no new brew Monday?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Cheers, Tommy.
Cutting back a bit on buying crafty beers. So
Yeah, I don't
my
blame you.
videos are going to suffer a little bit. I'll try to still make it to some um, of the shows that are going on.
Sorry to hear
But
that.
yeah, so yeah, I just it's one of those times I'm going to have to try to not spend so much money.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I've been trying to cut back too. Craft beer's been getting super expensive.
Yeah,
Go to the store and you buy. So even when I buy single cans, it's like I bought these three and the Modest Man. It was like $23.
yeah.
You know.
Plus the calories in them too are just
Oh, I
crazy.
know. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
got,
I've been picking up like Sierra Nevada, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
yeah, you gotta. I know I got PBR and Colt 45 in my fridge right now. I don't mind those.
Yeah. We'll see, Sammy. We'll see. If you move to America, maybe I'll have room for you.
Much love, Sam. You got any new channels you've been watching? Like promos? You know, we don't have to rush them. We can just kind of talk about what you've been watching.
I've been very lax on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been watching a lot of. There's been like some comedy stuff that's popped up.
Well, Ryan
I've needed some laughs and stuff, so I've done watch that. I try to still watch like a beer review here and there from some folks and but yeah, Mad Vlad, he's a gamer. Watch stuff from him because I like horror video games, but I never play them. I don't have a system to play them on right now, anyways. But I mean, I have a computer. I guess I could do PC gaming, but yeah, I just never play horror video games because I always get I get too spooked. Yeah, because it's like cause you're the person, it's like it's maybe it's not too spooked, but it does get frustrating because sometimes they're pretty damn hard. So I'd much rather watch somebody else play it. I'm still getting kind of like the feel of what the game's about, and so yeah, I watch a lot of his stuff.
Yeah,
I guess shout out. I don't even know the name of his channel. He goes by Mad Vlad, but his channel is something else.
Yeah, I watch people on Twitch all the time.
Yeah, I'll look it up here. It is the Outer Middle Show.
Nice. Let's see about. Oh yeah, I've never seen this kid before. Yeah, I'll check him out. So Ryan Jacobko. Let me get his. Oh, he's got 18 subs. He had 11 earlier.
All right.
Let me put him in the chat here. Nice. So Ryan is fairly new to doing beer reviews. He's a great commenter on my channel. Supports a lot of people in the beer community here. He's been popping up to some live streams, and he has recently just started doing some beer reviews. So if you're in the chat, we do have 5 people watching. If you haven't heard of Ryan, go check him out. He's a very good dude. He actually has some pretty dang good beer reviews for somebody who is just initially getting into beer reviews. He does watch a lot of our stuff. And he said, he learns a lot from a lot of the people in the community. So he does a great job doing what he's doing. So go check him out. Hopefully we can get him a few subs off this shout out. So, Tommy asks, do you have a favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie is the original Night of the Living Dead.
I don't know if I've ever watched that.
It's black and white.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely have never watched that then.
Yeah, John Romero is the director.
And then I guess for some other shout outs, check out KY Brew Review. Just put KY Brew
Jelly.
Review. No jelly. Just KY Brew Review. Go check them out. Group of friends from Kentucky. They're pretty entertaining. I enjoy watching them. Yeah. Also, shout out to Beer Man. Just recently sent me an awesome beer mail. Go check out that video on my channel. Yeah. Oh, Cheech. Cheech in the chat. Check out Cheech. Great dude. Live streams. Super big whiskey fan. Goes live around, I think it's like Tuesdays around like 11, typically after Junkies, hence the Whiskey Encore.
Sam should come on because he has a huge hangover, so he should drink something to hair the dog. Sam, that's what they say.
Just woke up though. Probably.
I'll be right back.
All right. So yeah, short style beer reviews for Sam Smalley on Instagram. Luke John, check him out. Does beer reviews. Awesome dude as well, for sure. And let me see if I can get a couple other people shouted out before we end this. Check out Chatio. I'm sure you guys all know about Chatio. If you see my channel, I'm sure you've seen Chatio a few times. Super OG. John H. Pierre, the Beverage Ramble. Last Beer Josh. Definitely check out Gnome Brewing. He's done some live streams of him brewing some beer, which is pretty cool. So definitely check that out. Miscellaneous Brew Reviews. Alex the Beer Master. Typically he does Food Fridays with Alex, but he's been doing a Come Have a Drink with Alex Friday stouts. Alex and Friends on Thursday. And let's see. Shout out a few more people before Bump comes back. Thomas Mo 75, also known as Massachusetts Beer Reviews, Wild Card Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Beer Man, I'll do a little bit more of a shout out for Beer Man. He does his beer and cheese on Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, or 5 p.m. his time. Then All Spun Out, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. his time. Let's see who else. 93 Lumber with Keith. He's been doing some spirit reviews, which is pretty cool. He actually took a beer that I recommended and tried it out himself. Of all the 40-ounce beer reviews you've done, what's been your favorite? Probably I'd say King Cobra. And maybe it's for a nostalgic reason because I can't get King Cobra anymore. They used to pop up all the time, or like where I used to go fishing, I used to see King Cobra, and now it's pretty much non-existent over here. YouTube gave me the week off, boys. Oh no. Cheers, miscellaneous. We'll probably be ending this here shortly whenever Bumpy gets back from using the bathroom. We're gonna end this and probably just hang out off air. Yeah, and I will put the I'll put the link in the chat for whoever wants to pop up, hang out. While we're waiting for Bumpy, I will try to shout out a few more people. Those bourbon guys, go check them out. Oh, there he is. He's back. Yeah, I'll drop in the link really quick. Pat's Beer Garage. Check him out as well. Ghost Town Nation goes live hangouts every once in a while. King Cobra, live hangouts, FLX Beer Reviews, Dan and Mike. Awesome dudes. Check them out as well. Bourbon Wrench, Bourbon Whiskey. Guys, or guy, actually, I should say. The Bourbon Wrench goes live every once in a while. Awesome bourbon channel. Poppy Eats, awesome dude. Hello again, whiskey friends, bourbon friends. Check them out. And yeah, let me drop this link in the chat. And we will sign us off. You want to pull an Alex, Bumpy?
This is Bumpy Road Brews. Appreciate you all for watching.
We'll see you all.
See you all next time.
Cheers.
This is Bumpy signing out. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Thanks for stopping by, Bumpy. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. Cheers.